Hi friends, MD Vegan. I make a banana ice cream. Some call it nice cream. Yeah, that's what the Americans told me. I call it Blitz Ice. Blitz ice cream. Yeah, because it's so fast. Yeah, I like that. My focus is to make it easy in the kitchen for everybody. And then you can get nice things, fascinating things. You wouldn't even think because it's so easy. But the banana ice cream is really nice. If you have the frozen bananas, that everybody knows that, but something not everybody knows is when you have a nut meal, here just some almonds, you make an almond meal, put it in the ice cream together with the bananas, the frozen ones, and then you have a really creamy banana ice cream. And with some tricks, you can make it really nice, like a real ice cream. Yeah? Of course, even better. Yeah. But then also the creaminess is there you expect from a nice ice cream, you know. So that's what I show you today. And I have made that before, I guess. The cinnamon almond banana ice cream. What is new today is I make a cherry sauce on top. Hot cherry sauce. Yeah. So what I did is basically I have some frozen cherries. These are sour cherries. They have, by the way, so when you get cherries in the freezer, in the shops, you have sour or sweet ones, and you look it up, you find the sour berries are even have more nutrients than the sweet ones. And I have a long story with the sour cherries from the garden of my granny. I love the sour cherries from the trees picking. They said many health benefits. Yeah, a sore throat, for example. She said, oh, go to the garden, get some sour cherries. And you know, really, they are so amazing. I love the cherries. I get them always some frozen and other kinds of berries in the freezer. They are available all over the year. Highly recommended. What I do here with these, I just put it in a water bath. You see, here that is a perfect water bath. I use that oftentimes. I have a warm to thaw something. I thawed them and then I waited a little bit more and let them heat up a little bit. Not too hot. Consider that still raw. If you want to make that is important to you, you can measure the temperature to 41. They call it raw because there are some reasons for that, technical reasons for the protein and so on. Like in our body, when you have too hot fever, then you cannot survive that because of the protein and so on. So temperature, that is what they set. So if you want to have that raw, then you just heat it to that certain temperature. It's still nice when you have this kind of temperature, 40 degrees or 41 or 42, on a dish. It's still a wonderful, warm and hot, almost hotish dish. So what I do now is when you thaw the strawberries, the cherries, and you see the juice comes out. I love that, especially from the frozen ones. You don't have that from the fresh ones. You don't get the juice that easily. But what I add to this warmed up cherries, thawed cherries, I put some date mousse on top of it. And how to make the date mousse, this 2 large tablespoons or so, that is up to you how much you want. A sour cherry tastes delicious, but it is nice when you have some date mousse because then the juice in the cherries here gets thicker. That's very nice, especially when you want to run it over an ice cream. Hot and cold, that's fascinating always, right? When you want to run that over the cold ice cream, it's even nicer, maybe, if you have it a little bit creamier. And the date mousse does just that. You can make a jam with date mousse and berries that are thawed very easily. You just put the date mousse in the jam, in the berries, stir a little bit. It's a jam. So here let me taste it. I want to see if I need some more date mousse or if it's good. Amazing. Really. I put a little bit. I put the rest of it. I said 2 large tablespoons of date mousse. I use it all. The cherry flavor is fully there, and the creaminess is something very nice to have. So I add a little bit more date mousse, but that's totally up to you. It's a very simple recipe, you know, just date mousse and cherries That's it. You can refine it with cardamom or, you know, whatever you like. So many ways. I do it very simple. Just so you show you a little bit the idea. Yeah, I have recipe ideas more, I would say. The video recipes, they are have no precise measurements usually. I tell you what kind of how much I take, 2 large tablespoons, for example. That is a measurement. But when I write a book, write the recipes down, of course there are precise measurements in that. Yeah. But in a video recipe, I make series of recipes that are similar. Every time I check a little bit, make something different here, one ingredient different or one measurement different, even that is important, can be important. And after a while, I get precise measurement that I would prefer. But everybody has maybe their own precise measurements for, they like it a little bit different, more sweet, more salty, whatever you like it. And wonderful. So here, that's what it looks like. It's now very nice and warm and thick. I put it back on the little, here, that's a tea light for my tea. I use it rarely these days because I have a thermos. It doesn't need a candle. But here for that purpose, it's wonderful. I just put a lid on top to keep it warmer because it cools down pretty quick even on a tea lighter. So that's now what I have. That's ready because now the timing here is very important. Yeah. So the bananas, the frozen bananas, have to be processed late in the end. First, I have to do the cherry jam. Then I have to make the almonds, the almond meal. I have a 3/4 of a cup of almonds. And I simply process that into in a food process in a blender. Very easy to get the meal. Very simple. See, that's how fast it is. You get the almond meal. You can also purchase almond meal. Yeah, no problem. You see a little bit sticking in the sides, but that's why I have this tool. I show in a moment. It's now because timing is important. I said because I want to make ice scoops. Yeah. And if I wait too long after making the ice cream, it runs away. So I have to do it in the last moment. And the other things have to be ready, such as here. Now, I show you how to make the banana ice cream. The best tool I know is the food processor with the S-blade. Yeah. S-blade here. And because the large blade takes not up so much heat. It's slower. And the small blades here in the high-speed food blender gets hotter, very hot. So when you make the ice cream in the food processor, in the blender, it will never be. You will never have these scoops. And you can do that too. If you don't have a food processor, you take a blender and you have also ice cream, but not a little bit more runny. It's also delicious. You can do that too. It's wonderful. But I want to have these balls, these scoops. Yeah, that's why I prefer this one. It's really funny. Now I show you the bananas here. That's here. Oh, that's already 3 or 4 cups. It's a lot. Yeah. It's a nice ice cream heap I want to have, and they're very you know, becoming. They're very healthy bananas, and you can't eat too much of it. It's really nice. It's not like an ice cream you purchase. There's sugar and so. That's all here. Perfectly raw food. The thing is about these slices, you know, I have to put them into slices like this before I freeze them. Yeah, I purchase a lot of bananas, and when they get ripe, overripe, I slice them and freeze them. Always can make a banana ice cream. And then I put them into the food processor like that, the S-blade. But the thing is, you know, when I take them out of the freezer, these little slices, they stick together from the freezing. And that's not good. I have to take some more time when I take them out of the freezer to make all these little slices separate. I have to separate them. Because when I don't do that, what happens is that in the food processor, when I process them, they build lumps and you don't get the perfect creaminess you would like. That's why I want to say you that trick. If you do that and freeze the slices, then separate them before you put them in the food processor. That's my tip. So, and now here, now the almond flour, the almond meal, here I take now this tool to get it out. That's very easy. It sticks together a little bit because it's a high-speed blender, you know. That's what these things do. They have a lot of pressure, so the things stick together. And if there is a little piece of almond left, it doesn't really matter. It's nice in the banana ice cream. If you have a little bit of crunch in there, that's so perfect. The other thing is, when you take nuts like this to a nut meal and want to make the ice cream, the banana ice cream creamier, then there is a difference between brown nuts with like almonds and cashews, for example. They are white without the brown skin on the nuts. So because the brown skins, you can't take that many. That's not so good because the brown skins in the banana, in the nuts, they make it coarser. You put too many of that here into the banana ice cream, you will always feel that coarseness. Then it doesn't get that creamy. That you have to have an eye on, what kind of nuts you have. With cashews, I could take a large cup of cashews and make a wonderful creamy ice cream. With the almonds, take a little bit lesser almonds, because then it gets slightly too coarse if I have too many almonds. So that's something I want to tell you too. And the third thing here is a cinnamon. I picked the cinnamon as a spice today. It's a large teaspoon. Yeah. I picked the cinnamon because it goes right in there. Because it's so nice with cherries. So wonderful. Almonds are perfect with cherries, a perfect flavor. You gotta see many recipes on in the cooking books with almonds and cherries. That's a perfect combination. And also cinnamon and cherries. Wonderful. So that's why I picked these three together. Two the bananas. And now I'll make the banana ice cream. I'm almost done. Help it turn over a little bit. Take this nice tool and push it down from the sides. They say always help it turn over. That's what the food processor does. Turns over the dough I have to say. So one more. Saves some time if I do that several times. The more you put into the food processor, the more often you might have to do that. I would recommend to do it because it saves time and the timing is critical. You want to have these nice scoops. Hope that was enough blending and not too much. You see, that what it looks like. Very nice to me. I'll quickly taste it. Awesome. Perfect. I show you now just one scoop. One scoop. To show you what it looks like into my show glass here. Oops. See? One scoop. Just to show you what it looks like, because I want to make a photo afterwards of the video. And then I need the rest of the ice cream. I will be fast now. So now I just take some of the cherry jam, the warm cherry jam. See what it looks like here? Ooh, how about this? You like this? Just a little teaser here. Now the banana ice cream begins to melt. And I tell you, I can't wait to try it. Let me taste it. On a cold winter day, it's so nice to have an ice cream with a hot sauce. I have to run. The rest, I will be faster than the ice cream. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe at MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.